Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and we're going to be talking about the fight aftermath of the fight between Tszyu and Bekhram Murtazaliev. And this fight was actually for the title, IBF title, and is in the light middleweight division. But before we start proper, in no particular order, we'll give you the reasons why Tszyu lost this fight and why Bekhram was the way he was throughout the fight. He attacked Tszyu without respect. He attacked him without thinking about the punches coming towards him. And we know Tszyu is a front foot fighter and Bekhram is a front foot fighter as well. Both of them have two front foot fighters. And we said in our video, whoever takes the center of the ring and commands the ring and pushes the other opponent back wins this fight. But in this fight, what happened was Tszyu fought the wrong way all through. Tszyu, as we know, is a front foot coming fighter. Why did he fight that way? Was it a game plan? Or did Bekhram take his soul away in the sense that, he didn't allow him to fight the way he fights on the front foot? That is what we're going to tell you in a minute now. We'll start by saying that Tszyu was caught cold. No doubt about that. The first round, and then something else happened in the first round when they accidental headbutt, when they clashed together. He had his hand on his face, thinking of, he hasn't recovered from the fight he had with Fondara, where he had a heavy, serious head injury. It affected him psychologically and physically in this fight. He couldn't fight the way he fought. But one would say that he's overconfident, to say the least. And he underestimated Bekhram. Because Bekhram, from his fight, all his fights, is not known. Nobody knows him. He's a world champion. He's undefeated. In his last fight with Kakor, he had issues, to say the least. The body punches were a problem to him, and we didn't see Tszyu attack the body the way he's supposed to attack it, because in every fight you fight, you read the mistake of the other opponent, but he never did that. Tszyu actually was overconfident when he was caught cold. We've always said, do not allow yourself to be caught cold. So that what it means is that you fight and box, mostly box in the first 2 rounds. But he didn't do that. In the second round, he got tagged actually by Bekhram, and his legs turned into rubber. It was unsteady, and that was the end of the fight. We saw that happen to Joshua in his fight with Deboa. We saw it happen to Spence as well in his fight with Crawford. There are so many instances where these things has happened. When you're caught cold, and you never recover if it happens in the early rounds. That's why we say box first until you get to a level where you're warmed up to a level where you can fight, where you can take any punch. But it never happened. As soon as he was caught with that left hook in the second round, his legs were gone. The fight his plans went out of the window. The proverbial word that when you're hit, your plans go through the window, according to Tyson. And then you come with that adrenaline and you want to fight. You want to punish the other person and retaliate. That is what happened to him. And he stood all the while. Tszyu never ducked. He never slipped any punches. He didn't take a sting out of the punches. He was just standing straight, standing rigid on the ground. And it was easy for Bekhram to hit him. And for him to try, I have to blend the corner anyway, but let me finish. For him to try to, upload his haymakers immediately, thinking after being knocked down, thinking he will get lucky and get one punch that will rock Bekhram. Never happened, because Bekhram took his punches, because his punches didn't have the venom he used to have when he's steady on steady legs. He didn't have that venom anymore. And he never slipped any punch. He was coming straight up like that, without ducking, without dodging the punches, without slipping the punches, without no head movement and footwork. He was just a lame duck all through. And Bekhram took advantage of that and exploded with punches from all angles. Variety of punches, I would say, is a way to win. And that is what happened. And the punches Tszyu was throwing on him again was the countering, didn't have the venom he did because his legs were gone. And Wawolo said in this channel that for you to throw hard punches, that when you're coming on the front foot, your legs it has to come from the legs. We know power punches come from the legs. But Bekhram, and that is where we'll bring his corner to the fold. His corner never said anything. They never advised him, wash him. They didn't tell him, look, you need to raise your right hand up or your left hand up because the left hook will come in. It also reminds us of the fight between David Henry and Ryan Garcia. You know, it was just the same thing. I believe the corner panicked and Tszyu panicked as well. So that is the cause and the reason why he lost that way. There are other areas where we had felt he would have taken advantage on the body, left hook to the body, left hook to the to the shin, but he never used them. Or rather, Bekhram never allowed him to use it because he was up on him like a rash, beating him from pillar to post. Never allowed him to adjust or even throw punches. With unsteady legs, there was nothing Bekhram would have, Tszyu would have done. But who had expected his corner? Because all these things are on the impulse at that moment. He's been caught. He's not steady on his legs. His legs is turned into rubber. What plans do you have next? But we didn't see any plan next. What we saw was for him to stand there like a slam dog and take the punches that he's not supposed to take. I hope he doesn't have problems later on because he took so many hard punches. And Bekhram was coming from all angles. You know, he never allowed him to have a moment of rest. All through, he was on his case, pressing the issue. So, you know, beating him up from body to uppercuts, straight punches. Then the left hook was coming at random because Tszyu had his left hand down, hoping to get a haymaker in the process. The same thing happened to Joshua. He didn't take correction. He didn't pay attention to that. And the corner man didn't remind him of what to do because you need to call him back. Because as we say, once you're hit with that haymaker in the first round, all your plans goes out of the window and you want to come and hit back. You want to come and fight back. And that is exactly what happened to him. In the process of fighting back, Bekhram had him on the corner and then finished him. You know, even though his corner threw the towel in the third round, he was finished before then. And there was no advice coming from them, no word on them, no word on how he should fight or regulate himself or regulate how he should sleep the punches. He never slept, you know. So we feel that he was overconfident, thinking that because he's a heavier puncher than Bekhram, one haymaker will change the whole course of the fight, but it never happened. These things don't happen like that because all the time we thought probably when he was hot in the second round, in the first knockout, he would have taken a cue from there and held and slept and then spoil the fight, you know, until you get your legs back again. That is how you fight. You need to spoil it, you know, create a moment that that you're moving around. You probably go on your back foot, dance around, check out the, you know, the problem you have with your legs, you know, move it apart from your mind. And psychologically, it wasn't right. His fight with Fondera caused a lot of problem with him. The round started evenly, but as soon as he got caught, the accidental headbutt, you know, head clash, things changed. He became sort of a lame dog. He became unproductive in a way because once your legs are gone, your punches are not hard anymore. So that is what happened to Tszyu. But we have to pay attention and look at Bekhram. He's a tough fight. He's a good fighter. He's undefeated. He's unbreached. And immediately after the fight, he challenged Crawford. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's keep waiting and feel them. You know, he's not that popular because these days Crawford needs a popular fighter to fight so that he will make money. It's always on his way to retirement. But we don't know. Let's see what happens. But we hope one day they will meet up and we'll see who is the best. We'll stop here by now today. And do remember to, subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. Do remember to put your comments if you want. And then whatever you say to us, we'll reply to you. And then press the like button as well. Do have a nice day and God bless.